This is John Costa, the editor of Citizens Eye, and we're here at 2 Queen's Gallery with Dave Briggs. How are you?
Hiya. Yeah, I'm okay, thanks.
Good, good. Right, tell us a little bit about this exhibition, The News. It sounds very exciting.
Yeah, well, what we're doing is we've got a schedule of artists over the next week. So we start tomorrow, which is the 1st of May, and we finish on the 7th. And we've got a whole schedule of artists coming up. And each of the artists are going to be using their own practice to respond to live news feeds. So we've got a television hooked up
swing round here, so we've got BBC News 24.
Yeah, and we'll have a big projection just behind you. It's not set up at the minute, but
okay.
That'll have tweets coming in, Google News, the kind of raw information, so we can keep our fingers on the pulse. And the artists will be improvising their work in light of what happens during the day. So.
And you were saying you've got 3 cameras that capture them performing here, just behind you on the stage. Is that right?
Yeah. So there's one just there.
Okay.
And there's one here and one just behind you, and they're all HD cameras at the minute.
So they look quite impressive bits of kit.
Yeah.
And how long will each artist be on for live? Will they do like stints of?
Yeah. So the first artist is on for 5 hours. The second is on for another 5 hours. So we've got 10 hours of performance that starts tomorrow at 2 o'clock. But in general, 5 or 6 hours stints each artist is doing. Some of the artists have a very rigid set for their artwork. So we've got some theatre, and there's a different performance every hour on Thursday. And then for the rest of the show, it's kind of a more developing some kind of artworks based on news as it comes in, and it might fail or it might be really successful, but it's all experimental and trying to make art a bit more relevant to contemporary culture and issues.
Now you've got a rather good looking news desk behind us there. Looks like quite a professional setup there.
That's nice.
Hi, how are you? Tell us a little bit about what's going to be used there, and is it controlling things?
That's right, it's controlling things. Matthias, if you can pretend that he's the guy looking for the news, the artist might want to interact with someone on Twitter or respond to a blog that posts.
Just going to jump up here and come a bit closer, because it's actually quite a big setup and turn around. So someone there will actually be during the live performances, sort of engaging with people on Twitter and things like that.
That's right, replying to blog feeds, connecting with Twitter, etc. Talking to the journalists who are writing the news as well, and giving our art as our response to the events that goes on during the day. Fully
interactive. So if people aren't around to come down to Queen's Gallery, or it's at Phoenix Square, isn't it, up on one of the screens there?
That's right, you can see it at Phoenix Square, or you can just log on to the website, which is thenews.vg.
Okay. And you was mentioning the space as well. Explain to us just a little bit about the space, the whole concept behind that project.
Yes, so the News is part of a wider project commissioned by the BBC and the Arts Council to try and integrate artists with digital media. So to try and sort of update them a little bit in terms of processes and trying to get them to use digital media to its full potential. So we're one of the first groups to go on the space, but the whole project runs up until October, and there's a lot of people waiting in anticipation to see if it's any good or not, I think.
So I'm sure it will be. You've certainly got enough equipment, that's for sure. Tell us, how long did it take you to kind of plan it all, and what was the sort of the application process? Did you have to go through interviews? Was it submitting written applications? How long did it take before you found out?
It was a fairly smooth, fast process. I think we had the idea of doing a project like this approximately 1 year ago, and we wanted to just respond to events as they are incoming. Where we thought we'd maybe be in an internet cafe, just sitting on our laptops and just responding to some of the tweets, making little pieces of artwork on the desk, taking photos of it. So we had this idea for a sort of a model of a project, and then we were told about the BBC Arts Council project, The Space, and it seemed to fit perfectly with what we wanted to do with the news.
And has that allowed you to build on that original idea and sort of maybe take it into this kind of space and get more equipment and got more people involved?
Definitely. This isn't an internet cafe. This is obviously.
There's plenty of room. It's actually quite a big space, isn't it? I didn't realise until.
That's right.
came in.
Yeah. The space itself. We've got studios upstairs and things. And, yeah.
And what are you hoping for? What for you would be a successful outcome to the project? Is the fact that I'm actually standing on a blue screen stage now, or is it?
Just to make it through alive, really. No, it'd be really great to continue the whole process. We're hoping, after we finish this, there might still be some people submitting work onto the news.vg. So there's a chance for people to put their own artwork on there. There's an upload section. We're hoping that maybe it will sort of continue to develop and increase the kind of diversity and depth of some of the online content that's already up there.
Brilliant. Well, I'm going to go back to Phoenix Square now, use their Wi-Fi to upload this onto YouTube to do our little bit to help you out. Is that all right?
Brilliant. That's fantastic. Thanks.
Brilliant. Well, listen, best of luck for the rest of the week.
Cheers.